Alright, so hi, long time no see. My hair looks crazy. I've been going through a lot this past week. From like recovery from the flu and just overall dealing with hell on earth. And so it's been kind of hard to make a video, especially since I kind of don't want to be alive, which doesn't help. But yeah, you can see there is a location change. I've been looking, for a place just to vacation out for a minute now. And honestly, it's kind of like I've been too tired and depressed to make a proper script for my videos. So hopefully, this video can be somewhat articulated, somewhat like, I just don't want to, what's the word for it? I just hope this isn't a bunch of like fucking word salad I'm making, because I do make a bunch of word salad. So, but has anybody noticed the decline on the quality of hotels and in general? How hotels are just like a piece of crap now? Because, yeah, well, this is like not a new thing, but hotels are known to be scamming, and hotels are known to have ludicrous charges that aren't just applicable to the service. I was charged an extra $200 per night at my place to stay on taxes and fees that made no sense. What's the resort fee? What's the travel fee? What's the fee for that? I'm not using any service for them to, charge me more. Like, I'm packing light. I have one suitcase and a backpack. And I didn't do any concierge or whatever dumb shit like that. And it's just like a piece of ass. Especially when hotels are known for price gouging and just in general scamming. Because this is the thing, on my vacation, I'm still happy that I picked this location in general, because it does answer my wanting to do something new. So, because like I was gonna go to a beach area that I was familiar with, but alas, even though I've been tricked and scammed, I am happy that I picked something different that I have basically not been to in a long time. But basically, I'm just going out for 3 nights, and the average price for it in a decent location, right, for a decent looking hotel was $1,000 to $1,300. And I'm like, what? Like, with that amount of money, I am able to actually go do a mini 3-day trip to a different state in the US. But I'm not really in the mood for airplanes shit. I'm not really in the mood for all of that. I just kind of I wanted it to be a bit more easier for me, right, than do a big trip, flying 7 hours in comparison to doing something shorter of 7 hours. But based on the locations that I was looking at one point, they were basically $1,300, right? So I picked this place because it was $800, right? And this is one thing I hate about hotels. And obviously they put the fine print where you can't see it, the fine print where it doesn't make sense, or they might even just put it right after you set your reservation, because I thought I paid up front, but I think they do that on purpose, because when I came up front to the desk, I was told to pay $1,000, and I'm like, what? It was $800, but on the email of my confirmation, it said prices are subject to change. So I don't know, I recommend for anybody who's booking a hotel trip, make sure you have at least a few extra $100 to shell out, because I honestly thought I was getting a deal for 3 nights, but I didn't. But I'll still try to talk to customer service and see if I can get it down to $800, because that is what I reserved for. But yeah, because on my email it's like prices are subject to change, and it was just it was like ludicrous. personally, I believe that hotels has been going down in terms of quality, and in terms of pricing, it's been increasing. And when something that just doesn't, like, the quality does not match up with the hotel, the only thing that may work out is the location, but that part doesn't even count to me, because no one wants to be in the middle of nowhere and having to drive an hour and a half to every location. Nobody wants to do that, right? Obviously, there's some people who are willing to do that thing, but we know the general gist is like, no, I don't want to drive 2 hours. I don't want to drive. It's like they give you a really inconvenient location for, I guess, a good price, right? Also, I have been booking 4-star, 5-star hotels, so please add that onto the mix, because yes, obviously, the price between a 3-star and a 4-star, 5-star may be drastically different. However, rather than be my preference, it's just kind of sad that to my expectations, even something as like a 3-star restaurant, a 3-star hotel isn't even good. I remember when I was 18, I split some hotel with some 19-year-old boy, right? And we both paid like $100 or 60. We didn't pay that much. The hotel for the night was $260, right? It was a 3-star hotel because I just wanted to find something quick, and the 3-star hotel was actually really nice. It was like honestly a replica of other like 4-star hotels that costed much more money. And in general, the whole process and the overall stay was good. It was enjoyable, it was decent, the place was nice. I'm not even gonna lie with you, like the quality of that place was the same as this place here. Maybe I would say it might be a slight upgrade, but honestly, it's not really much of a difference besides this hotel having a couch and a little bit of other things, but for the most part, both hotels were pretty much the same. And that was in 2021. That was in 2021. And the location was technically convenient, even though we did want to go to a mall. We did go book a place next to it, but that's also because on my 18th birthday, my dad booked me a hotel there. So I was like, okay, well, let me just do something that I'm aware of. And it was a pretty good location, but only specifically in terms of driving. It wasn't too convenient in terms of walking, but it was great in terms of driving because he had a car. And yeah, he had a car. So all of it was going to work out anyways. But the thing is, it was like, in general, and plus that was around in April. And this is September. So maybe prices may be different, but even then, I could be wrong. But the thing is, when I picked a hotel, right, we paid for it. They didn't really do any price gouging, and that can be just from, I guess, the season, but honestly, they have been doing more price gouging ever since the recession and stuff like that. And in general, just trickery and doing this thing where it's like, oh, it's $300 for the night, a really nice hotel, right? And then you go click on it, right? This is specifically for Google. When you look on Google hotels, and even that also comes up for even some third-party booking sites, which I don't do a third-party booking site. I recommend just doing it directly from the place, because I don't believe these third-party booking sites deserve any of your money, because they're just gonna add on like an extra $100 on top of the extra $100 the hotel would add on just for the fucking little third-party fees. Don't do that. But the thing is, it was no price gouging. It was like after taxes was $265, right? And I thought that was really great. And I honestly believe that it's worth the quality. Because if I can show some proof right now on my, my video right now, but I'll show some proof. But basically, I'll see like some good quality hotels for the price that they are advertising. Which on average, I'm looking for in a place for that's basically $280 to like $320 per night, I don't really want to do anything too extravagant in terms of pricing, because I'm well aware of the quality of the hotels in comparison to, you know, how much they charge, right? Especially since I'm in a really populated, popular area. It could be subject to price gouging because of it. That, you know, like New York, Atlanta, LA, that type of thing. So I know that's partially part of it, and I know me living next to the beach is part of it, but even when I was going to the downtowns, right, even when I was going to 20 minutes away from the beach, prices were still up and going. And honestly, I could be wrong, but I don't really think September is anything for price gouging, but maybe I could be wrong, right? I don't know. Maybe people caught on. And people are using September as a cheaper way than August and July, but I can be totally incorrect. But upon my search of finding, you know, hotels within my price range, I'll be ecstatic to see like, oh, you know, yeah, you know, it's in my budget. But the thing is, I've always been well aware of the bait and switch of hotels and their advertising. Like, it might be $200 a night on the profile, but when you actually go look into it, it'd be $250. No, it's actually much more worse now, because I'll find some joints like for $300 a night, and then I try to go look into it more. It range between $457 to even $700 a night, and that part, it's what gets to me, because it's like, who will pay for that? In general, like, that's not even like a small jump. That's such a massive increase. And I'm like, what does... And I guess everyone has a different mindset and different everything, but everyone has, yeah. But it's just like, who will have the mindset of like, oh yeah, I'll pay the extra $300 that they just advertised? Like, who would do that? Anyways, but yeah. And honestly, I feel like hotels in general, well, obviously since the pandemic, since COVID-19, they have been going on a downhill and in competition with Airbnb independent people making their own hotels, right? But it's just like, in general, oh, also, I did pick the hotel experience because it's a bit easier for me. Honestly, I'm not really in the mood to do any extra thinking on how to find a proper Airbnb hoster, and having to deal with their directions, whether it be clear directions or not. But upon this experience, I do want to... It's only been my first night here, by the way. Upon this experience, I do want to try an Airbnb, because in general, you do get the... like illusion of you living in your own place, you know, renting out somebody's apartment or house. So I want to try that in comparison to it's like me being in an apartment complex in a way, because in general I can actually personally feel no privacy here. It's not like I don't have privacy here, but it's a bit different, you know what I'm saying? And in general, hotels, I feel like they've gone downhill, you know, since the pandemic, because upon being here, it feels like I'm in a 3-star hotel. Yes, I am noting that I am in a popular area and there's a lot of attractions nearby, like, you know, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. Not walking distance based on the place I picked out, but driving distance, yes, more than likely. Maybe even walking if I look hard enough. But alas, it's just like, this is like nothing spectacular. Like this isn't... Oh my god, like, I'm not... Obviously, I'm gonna use my camera correctly right now, but this isn't like... This isn't nothing that's like worth me paying basically all vacation trip worth for, right? And honestly, the quality here isn't great. Like, even like the pictures in the back, like, that's some cheap shit. Like, it's not even that great. The bed's I didn't try the couch yet. The chair's I don't know, like, hotels just kind of sucks ass. But what, it's just like, well, what's really next? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really other the choice? What's really other the choice? What's the other choice? You know, what's the other choice? You know, what's out there? Because, as I'm speaking right now, there are some nooks and crannies on the table and some weird, like, chipping in the bathroom and on the doorway, which, I don't know. I'm a very meticulous person, but as a business owner, and as me paying fucking $1,000 for 3 nights, I think you guys should, you know, keep up with this shit, you know? At least do the landlord special, just paint over this shit. Just like, you know, it's like they're not even trying. It feels like I'm in an Airbnb now. Like, shit doesn't even feel regal. Shit doesn't even feel immersive. Like, why does this joint cost? Like, I don't know. Like, it's like the same quality of like the joint I was at like a few years ago. I was like, it wasn't even that. Oh my god. It was like, yeah. And when I was looking at other hotels too in different locations within the radius area, right? It was like the price gouging was insane. I was like, okay, so let's say it'll be $262 for the night. And then I tried to do 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights. So change $262 to $314. And that's what pissed me off the most. And that doesn't piss me off as much as the $200 increase upon coming here, when it's just like, and that's what I hate the most. Like, I don't know how common that is, but it's just like, because like I don't, that's the only time I split a hotel was with that one guy when I was 18, and that's because it was like a spontaneous thing, and I wasn't really expecting him, you know. But like, because ever since then, guys been paying for the hotels I've been with, but it's just like, oh my god, it's just like what people are dealing with. Because like, what the fuck, I'm so pissed off. And like I said, I know in the email it has things like, you know, the price is subject to change like immediately without further notice or something like that. Let me see if I can get in my email. But it's just like, really, I have to pay an extra $200? Like, good fucking thing that I fucking good thing I'm good with money. Good thing I'm smart. And not just like, oh, all I had was $800. Like, I have much more than that, so I'm able to cover it. But that shit pisses me off. Let me see if I can fucking show it, bro. Or read it, I mean. Like, oh my god. Let me see. What I hate about it, they have a reservation confirmation, but they purposely didn't add on how much I reserved it for. And they know better. Okay, so price is subject to change without notice, as I said. Thank God I didn't do no parking. Thank God I didn't have a car with me, because they would have charged me fucking 50. Oh my god, so if I do self parking, 40 a night, valet 50 a night. Authorization of room tax will be held at check-in. $75 per night? Oh my god. What the fuck is this about? Oh my god. I'm gonna get this money back, bitch. Cause what? So basically, based on what they say on my email, I'm supposed to be staying here for $600, but the occupancy tax is 13%. Just to occupy here? Like, I understand, like, for cleaning fees and stuff like that, but you're serious? Destination fee is $25. No one had to bring up my luggage. No one had to do anything. Why is there a destination fee? That makes no sense. I forgot the term for this, but there's a term for this, because, like, credit cards do this shit, too. There's a destination fee tax. Why? Why? There is a tourism fee tax. Why? Because it's not even from it's not even from the fucking state itself. It's from the fucking hotel. The fucking state fucking tourist tax is cheaper than the fucking, oh my god. Oh my god. It just makes no damn sense. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can go talk to them about lowering this shit. Cause if it's like taxes, it was 200. Oh my god. And the thing is, I remember out here people complaining about, oh, the individual landowners or owners of the Airbnb host listings and stuff like that, they overtax, they overfee. Oh yeah, the fuck they do. It's just the same thing as a hotel. So it's just like, what's really worth it based on quality, experience, risk, and all of that? What's really worth it? Because between both hotels and Airbnb places fucking filming you secretly in your place, Between them might even break it into your fucking place. Between them having all these cleaning fees, all this dumb shit, what's really next? Because honestly, nobody wants to go fucking buy a house in every little location you're at just to fucking have somewhere to actually enjoy. What? Oh my god, like Airbnb was a place to get away from hotels. And they're all the same. They're all the same. Like, what's with the fees? What's with the fucking subpar service? What's with the shitty decor? Like, baby, I know you got that shit from Home Goods and TJ Maxx. Oh god, it's just like, the service is ass. The food is ass. The location, for a decent location, they overprice the fuck out of it. Maybe, I guess all of this is just because of the recession and COVID and the pandemic. But it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's just like, you can really see the quality of everything, at least in America. Because I didn't educate myself enough yet to see how is it going in certain parts of Europe and the UK. I know it's still fucking going bad in France right now. I know that. I know it's going bad in Paris. But basically, at least in America, oh god, you can really tell when shit's getting worse. Cause what the fuck? Okay, there's shrinkflation. There's inflation in general. There's brands have been purposely making products less high quality, less quality. Brands have been making fucking products and services shittier on purpose so you can spend more money in the long run. Why the fuck did I get Calvin Klein underwear and that shit got ripped up in 2 or 3 years? When I had underwear before the pandemic, that shit stayed for fucking over 2 or 3 years. Why was the hotel, yes, guaranteed, yes, it was during the pandemic, but it wasn't when shit was like this now, like shit's worse now. Why was a hotel from a couple years ago better than now? And in general, it's just like, I'm in awe. Like, and where do we stay now? What do we do? Like, I refuse to overpay for something that doesn't need to be overpaid for. Because I barely even believe in paying for the location. You're shitting in my mouth right now, bitch. Fuck you. If you're trying to make me overpay for a location. Because that is so, no. Because even when you go fucking, even when you go on the outskirts of the radius of whatever's popular, whatever you want to go see, right? It's still a bit expensive. And honestly, I'm not gonna stay in a fucking burned down village for $95 a night. I'm sorry, I can't. And I remember, you know, like having $100 a night, or just in general under $200, you can actually get something decent. But then again, I am comparing what it was before 2020 than what it is now. Ever since 2020, so a lot has happened in the past 5 years. But I don't know. It's just like you can really tell. Especially when I see like recurring reviews on all the hotels I try to go to. Right? Even the thing is, one of the hotels I tried to book had a stay of like $400 a night. And it was a really nice hotel on the street lines of the beach. Packed in between everything great. And I thought it would be worth it. You know, when I tried to go pay for it, it was fucking $700 a night. And I was like, you're not worth $700 a night. You're worth like $400, $350. You're not worth $700 a night. And I had I read a review from some tourists, right? They came from out of America, came from Germany. Basically saying that the price isn't worth it. It wasn't worth the quality. It wasn't worth their experience. It wasn't worth anything. But they thought they thought to pay this extra money because it's like, oh, you don't fuck it. You're on a vacation. They advertised it to be something nicer than it is. Yeah, it was nicer than it was advertised nicer than it was. But yeah, but you know, something based on what they saw on the internet. A really nice area, a really nice location. Although the location, guess, and technically it was pristine. It wasn't a good location where you can kind of walk around, not really go drive anywhere. Everything else, from the quality of the service, from the quality of the hotels, to the overall experience, was not worth $800 a night. I'm sorry. It's just like, we're overdoing it now. And maybe it's because, like I said, I'm in an area where it's a high tourist area. Because I do have yet to see in other places, like, oh, how is it? Because when I was thinking about going to Miami. Because I always wanted to go to Miami when I was a kid. To go to like a Miami for summer vacation when I was a teen. Like a little girl teen, a little baby teen. Obviously, Miami isn't the same as it was before. Because it's not even as fun as it used to look. But the thing is, when I was like trying to go to like a nice little place in Miami, it seemed to be, it was a bit cheater. It was a bit cheaper than this location here. But in general, it's not really much of a difference to be made. Honestly, just as other states in America have been going up on their rental prices, even in states that wasn't, previously to be known as a go-to state to go move and live in, the prices are going up. I think the same things are doing to the hotels in different states. So I'm like, okay, well, let me go take a little trip out. It's not even any different. Oh my god, it's not. And in general, it's bad enough, and this is a different video, but it's bad enough that in general, like at least specifically in America, that vacationing and the tourist attractions, all of that, it's not the same anymore. It's actually pure dog ass shit. Like I said, that's in a whole nother video. But that on top of this, it's just diabolical. Because I'm sorry, I don't always want to be in my house. I'm sorry, I want to go somewhere else on vacation. I'm sorry, I want to go somewhere that's different than where I live, Oh god, oh my god. Take me to jail for wanting a quality service, wanting something that isn't scamming. Like, I'm just saying, it's just, I don't know, I guess this is like a whole rant on like hotels are just getting worse, much more scammy, and it's just like, girl, and it's just like a fucking rant, because I'm just talking specifically about the price and the quality, because this shit ain't motherfucking worth it, guys. I'm not even like at like a super, everyone goes here. Oh my god, Johnny Depp and his girlfriend's under the age of 24. And God knows who fucking else, Ice Spice and whoever is fucking popping right now. They're here all the time. Oh my god, Beyonce, like, no, nigga. I ain't in a big ass fucking dreamland area. I'm not in the fucking city where it's overhyped by the media and by people who don't know what they're talking about. Where I'm at, it's nice, but it ain't fucking that. So it's just like, what's with the price gouging, What's with this? And it's just like, oh my god, it just pisses me off. Like, this is like a 3-star type beat. Like, why is it the same as what oh my god, and it's a 4-star hotel. I'm on like a 4-star hotel, which isn't even that good. But how come when I went to a worse hotel when I was 18, it was much more better than this experience? Maybe I'm just at a bad hotel. I gotta go 2 more hotels and, I'll probably do a little survey on that, right? But it's just like, it's just not the same as it used to be. So I've been in a hotel, like I said, I've been in hotels other guys paid for it. And honestly, as the time went on, and me being with these guys and stuff like that, like the hotels are like bleh now. Like, they used to be a bit good. They used to be good, they used to be decent, they used to be nice, you had some immersion. It's not kind of like bleh. Like, they really cut in prices and everything. I remember I used to get, like, fucking complimentary breakfast and complimentary other bullshit. But, like, it ain't shit now. You get lucky. I was surprised I was getting some free fucking water. Because I saw, like, the reviews of other people. They were charged just for trying to get some water. I was surprised I got some free water. I was expecting it to be charged in my bank, but it has not been charged on my card yet. Okay, at this point, I think I'll just be like I think I'll just be repeating myself. But yeah, in general, like, oh my god. And not even get no spectacular view or anything. I got a nice city skyline view, but it's just like, I ain't no balcony. I ain't none of this bullshit. Oh my god. I don't know. It's just all of this, like, me doing this traveling for the past few years since 2020, right? I've been going to these hotels and have all these experiences, right? It just seems more worth it for me to go out of the country rather than just staying here in state. I don't know. It seems to be worth more of my money, but like I said, this place is ass. Fuck this place. It's not like this place is a sack of shit, but it's just like, Like, I traveled before. I went to places. Like, I went to hotels. I know what quality is. And it's not good. It's getting worse. And I'm just wondering, like, well, how would... Like, nigga, how would it be tomorrow? How would the quality of this shit would be tomorrow? Because, nigga, I'm not trying to wait fucking 5 to 10 years to figure this shit out. Like, see how this will play out. But honestly, within the next 5 years, it makes sense to actually scale it by 5 years. Within the next 5 years or so, like, I wonder how the quality of, in general, hospitality, international traveling services will be. It's bad enough they're making planes much more smaller than ever. They fucking got them 410. Thank God I'm not 5'11" and just like, but fucking just big as hell. I'm just glad I ain't gotta deal with that extra shit. But it's just like, all this is pissing me off. And it's like, at this point, it'd be better for me to invest in my own private fucking flying, but private jet. It's more better for me to just invest in things that I can, oh my God, it just sucks ass. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to figure something out with this traveling shit. The hotels, the plane, with that, and because it just sucks ass. Like, I don't even get my free snacks. I just get free snacks. They gave me some fuck ass coffee, bitch. Fuck you. It only one serving. They used to feed me. They used to fucking feed me. Like, I would get a free snack, low-key a free meal, complimentary drink, this, that, the third. Shit's a fucking kitchen, a kitchen. I'll be giving the whole 9 yards, so now they're just skimping. So yeah, what do you guys think, you know? But yeah, more videos be coming up. You know, I'm on a 3-day little rest vacay before I go back to work. And yeah. Oh my God. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Like, the vacationing thing, whole overall experience, the overall hospitality experience, all of that. It's like they charge you more and giving you less. Because that's exactly what's happening. They're charging more and giving you much less and less. And it's pissing me off because I'm like, damn, nigga, do I gotta buy the house too? Buy the plane. Like, damn. It's like you can't even rely on companies anymore, bro. Anyways, peace out, guys. Bye.